Take you where you wanna man, but I believe it. Take you where you wanna man, but I believe it. Take you where you wanna man, but I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
show back. How do we look? Do we look any different? You don't look any different. Your hair looks nice. I do like it longer on the top. I'm about done with the beard.
He swooshed it the other way. Are you evil reverso, Tom?
Hold on. Are you bizarre?
He usually swooshes it to the other
You're
side.
right. You can't trust this motherfucker.
No.
Yeah,
It can only go one way. It can only go one way.
I swear, you usually to my right, your left. I guess I don't know.
I gotta get my sons a haircut.
No, I like them. They got wild. They look like Lord of the Flies. They're long.
It's too much.
No, let them be. Let them be wild Florida boys.
No, it's
like me, wild country boy.
Give him the Willie Nelson braids for a little bit. It's a look.
You got a couple of long-haired country boys there. You got to take those boys to Walmart with those haircuts. They have Walmart haircuts.
Yeah, they do have Walmart.
And
it's embarrassing.
It's not. It's only embarrassing if you hate Walmart. If you like Walmart, like most people should.
Yeah, no,
There's two things in life I like. Two things in life I know. There's two things I know in life.
Guitars and tunes.
Yeah, and
rollback prizes.
I like Walmarts and I like Carnival Cruise. That's two things guaranteed that Dan Dennis fucking likes. You motherfuckers that sit there, oh, I can't do Walmart. Oh, Carnival Cruise. Fuck you, you weak motherfuckers. You're the reason we don't have any more railroads. I keep yelling that. Nobody's listening.
Guess what they got?
Nobody's listening. There's no railroads being built because we're too fucking weak. You go over to China, they got high-speed rail. Everywhere you go, it's fucking wall-to-wall railroads. I bet Ram would be with me on this. Anyway, there is some truth to that. We're weaker people. With the minute we stop nailing spikes in the ground is the minute an AI, soft little AI.
Yeah.
But our railroad does come from basically two migrant groups of people, the Chinese.
Yes.
And then,
great railroad builders.
Who didn't capitalize on it? The Irish. I don't know that they have a fucking single railroad.
Yeah. They were there, though.
They did east to west.
They were there. And then China said, no, this is our technology. And then they just
at the
took
Golden Spike, yeah.
And then they're running with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got one more thing to load. What do you want to start with? Where are we driving? Where are we going today?
We got a bunch of different shit.
Is this Is that, you want to hit the button? I'm going to let you do what you said you wanted to do last time. Do you want to hit that button down there on that box?
Yeah.
It's been 3 days. It's been longer than that.
You comb to the right and you trust you with the computer.
Yeah. Hold it down.
Just hold it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that long.
Did everything light up?
Not yet. Okay, hold it for a long time. Okay.
Yep, there you go.
There you go. All right.
Now it should be running.
Yeah.
And then on the back of this guy, we got a button. Let's see if that works. Yep, that worked. So that is, that's going to have to be replaced. I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out this week. My daughter has, that's a good warm-up. My daughter has a disease that I've given her that drives Andrea crazy, where we write little funny songs about everything and we sing them at the top of our lungs.
All right.
Uh-huh.
For instance, they went to the outlets and they asked me if I wanted to go to the outlets, and a man with a cane with a 4-week out hip transplant, or excuse me, replacement, does not want to go to the outlets. I don't think anybody wants to go to the outlets. In fact, the outlets are my Walmart. I don't like the outlets.
Oh, now we're talking because the same customers.
No, it's a little different. It's a little different.
Well, it depends on which Walmart you go to.
True.
You can find the Walmart with the outlet people at it, but it's hard.
Yeah.
So they bought me. They went to the outlets and they're like, "Is there anything you need?" And I told May. And Maisie's, she got the helping disease from Andrea, and I'm like, "Sure." There's a Calvin Klein outlet there, and I don't wear pouch. I'm not a poucher. I don't wear, I don't like things on my thighs. I don't like underwear. I like when men decided that their underwear should come down onto their thighs, that's a newer thing. That's a
boxer brief.
No.
It's sports.
Since the beginning of time,
Under Armour.
the Romans did not cover their thighs. They have bright white lily thighs under the Colosseum brights.
But how it's uncomfortable.
No, it's uncomfortable to cover your thighs. Get the cloth off your fucking thighs.
You could take it back to Adam. He just glued a leaf to his dick.
I don't know if he could have. He licked the leaf and stuck it on the tip of his
Whatever
dick.
he did,
I
it
like
was
that.
sticking
That's what I
there.
like. So I like.
Why was he concerned about people seeing his dick?
because
That actually is the whole
That's
point
the
of the
whole
Bible.
story, yeah.
That is the exact. That is the entire thing, Tom.
because they took the bite of the apple and then they realized, and then shame was born, right?
And then
we
leaf,
created shame.
and then you put a poison ivy leaf on
Then
your
you put a
dick.
leaf, and next thing you know, you're covering your thighs with SpongeBob SquarePants patterns. Like, oh, what's on your thighs? Oh, what do you wear? I wear Joe boxers. This is Sandy the squirrel from SpongeBob all down my thighs. Fuck you. Nobody needs that. It's time to stop this. The madness of it makes you hot. I wear Calvin Klein just briefs, standard briefs, black. But then Maisie bought me 6 pairs of black Calvin Klein briefs, and I'm gone down a size, I'm proud to say. So I'm in a men's medium brief, keep my thighs cool. And then she said they had light blue, and I'm like, I wanted the light blue. That's kind of fun. So then I started singing a song. This is the whole point. And we started singing the song. Black Calvin Kleins, I do not want them. Black Calvin Kleins. They have blue Calvin Kleins. I don't want black Calvin Kleins. So throw these dumb shits in the trash. That was the song.
Okay.
Except that she didn't say the shit part because she doesn't curse.
Do you know what song he was parodying,
And when and you know what?
Tom?
YMCA.
Oh, very good.
Nah, good job.
Very good.
And do you and I have to accompany the end of this is what made her belly laugh. I made her laugh so hard is when I said throw these dumb shits in the trash. I took my cane and they were sitting in a Calvin Klein bag on our kitchen counter, and I whacked them across the fucking room. And Maisie, I just did. Sorry, I just did it. And Maisie just fell out. Like she died. She's like thought it was the funniest fucking thing in the world. All right, good warm up.
Knocking shit off a counter is always funny.
Well, like doing it when you don't need to do it, right? Like it's an unnecessary. They were doing something nice for me, and to be like, "Get the shit," is funny. I don't know. There's something funny about that to me. All right, almost there, buddy. We'll go with that. Maybe it's time we got back to the basics of life. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas. Sorry, it's loading up old files.
So I figured we'll spend the first 40 minutes of ACT just talking about the Ram Davesy cruise. I'll tell you a couple things from my trip. You could tell us some
I got a
stuff.
couple things I did.
Yeah. So we'll just recap the spring break.
All right, hold on.
And then we can talk about all the other things.
I just want to get these out of the way so when we record we have nothing but space. You said your kiddo went to MegaCon yesterday?
Yeah.
Cosplay or just to chill?
No, he picked up a couple things, but he just went in street clothes.
I think it would be more. I think both would be fun, but I think I think I am gonna maybe go next time it comes through. I didn't know Mr. T was there. That would have been cool.
Oh shit!
How much does MegaCon make?
I can find out for you. You want to start with that?
They take over the whole fucking convention
I know,
center.
it's
So
gigantic.
like I've
I
been
bet
there.
Christine's in there. She probably knows. I mean, she's
And they
was out
sell
there every day.
vendor spots.
I've been there for the coin show, and like I've seen Mary, like what was it, Mary Kay Cosmetics? Is that the one?
Yeah.
I've seen theirs set up before, and MegaCon could like dwarf both of them at the same time. It's insane.
You're talking about like the premiere hair show, yeah.
No, the ones that sell cosmetics door to door, and they give out,
Mary
like,
Kay.
Yeah, they give up pink catalogs. I've seen their convention, and like MegaCon is bigger than any of that. It takes over the whole convention center. And last year we did the roast of Batman, and so I was there dressed as Superman, and it is kind of fun to be walking around amongst weirdos dressed as a weirdo.
Yeah.
I can have an angle on that for you. Let's start there.
Okay. Oh, yeah. We'll talk about MegaCon because it's funny that so many people.
Let's start.
Okay.
Why don't you begin? Here we go. And this is Monday beating it, or ACT. Sorry.
Yep.
3, 2.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. come on over and hang out in the chat room. We'd love to see you. We're back. We're back from spring break.
Yeah.
At Tom and Dan Live on all social media. And yes, we are back live.
From the Orlando Talk Show, it's comedian and host Ross McCoy.
Hey, guys.
How you doing, Ross?
Good.
Very good to see you. I cannot help but notice that you have on one of the nicest pairs of tactical sweatpants I have ever seen.
Yes.
I don't think tactical sweatpants are used
Hold
enough.
on.
I would like to
can't-
find a pair of tactical sweatpants for myself. Very difficult because I am 5'2".
Yes.
I don't think sweatpants can be tactical.
Oh, yeah, they can.
Well, what makes them tactical? They have cargo.
What is the word tactical defined as?
Pockets.
Yeah. I would imagine that it's providing a more than just your average sweatpants is what I'm leaning toward.
Okay.
This has pockets. This has Velcro. This has zippers. Has places to affix carabiners.
From the Elite Vintage Apparel Collection, this is a 3X pair of Gerbeau sweatpants. And like when I say they are soft and downy on the inside, dude, it's like living as a sheep. It's amazing. They're so
Reverse sheep. He's a reverse sheep.
they're so comfy. And it might be the first instance of cargo pockets on a sweatpant in America.
Yeah.
And they're deep. Dude,
And
you
they're on
could-
the front, which I think
What do
makes
you
a
need
lot
so much
more
room for?
you could park a car in these
for all
things.
kinds of things. He can put a Pro Max. He can put a Apple 17 Pro Max in there, and he still has room for a laptop.
Those are. You could put an iPad in there.
You could put an iPad in there. You could put the iPad Mini in there. You could put an iPad Mini and a vape pen in there.
Why do you need so big of pockets?
Why not?
And they are a 3X, and they're designed for a gentleman probably 2 feet taller than me. So I do have them.
They're a little
cinched-
big on you.
I have them cinched tightly just below my nipples. It's
Yeah.
very comfy. It's amazing.
Why do you need to be that comfortable? You're
And this
outside of the
was
house.
years ago. These are vintage. Before we get into today's show, I do want to point out that these are vintage.
Yeah.
This is not like the style now, and I understand that a lot of parents and a lot of adults get angry at it, but there is a comfy style now that is sort of embraced by younger people, whether it's sweatpants, pajama pants, big cushy hoodies, shoes that look like marshmallows,
Yeah.
socks that are poofy, but the marshmallow
Why
shoes
do you
are
want
the
to be
ones
so comfortable?
And I'm not going to say Billie Eilish invented it, but like she's
there.
embraced it
She's
and,
there,
and
and a lot of
broadcast it.
hers, I think, comes from the fact that she is a very beautiful, big, busted woman, and I feel like she hides a lot of her curvatures in comfy sweatshirts. I think that's maybe part of the origin tale there. You
For
know,
sure.
It's making her less of an outwardly sex symbol or whatever. And then a lot of people have kind of gravitated to this like almost pseudo preppy. It's a lot of pastels. It's a lot of muted browns. A lot of like the brown that your poop's not supposed to be. It's a lot of that colors.
So if you're comfortable all the time,
Yeah.
right? So you're wearing sweatpants,
Yeah,
some whole costume, and then you're
Yeah.
you're wearing slippers outside, and you're comfortable all the time. So then all day you're comfortable.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
then when you get home,
Miserable.
isn't that's the
So
time
what do
you're
you put
supposed
on
to
when you get home?
like
You put on a big leather jacket.
No, but like there has to be a time where you're not comfortable
No.
to appreciate the comfortable.
You just take off less. Like
Just-
you wear
But
less.
you can't
take
get
the,
more
you take
comfortable.
the marshmallow shoes off.
Just varying degrees of comfortable.
but
Sometimes you're a little bit less comfortable than other times.
Jabari Joe in our chat room, and you can be there with him right now on Twitch at Tom and Dylan Live. He says it's called something called comfy core, and I've heard that term thrown
Sure.
around before.
Yeah.
And there are people that do it right. I've seen some people that do it like I think like hipster guy like Fantano, the guy that does the music reviews on YouTube. That guy's comfy core, where he wears like a tiny beanie where he looks like he's trying to discover submarines somewhere out in the Atlantic, and he wears like a sweatshirt that's 2 sizes too big, that's square shaped, and then he wears little square shaped pants, and then he wears big poofy socks so he squeezes his feet into marshmallow shoes. And these
Come
people
on.
that's the new style. That's it.
Yeah,
and
but-
if you wore it more, you'd get more looks from the teens. They'd be like, "Oh, this guy's
Listen.
cool. He's got marshmallow shoes."
I'm not being an old man here. And I
No,
know
you
it
can't say
sounds
that.
like-
When you say that, because I do this all the time. I'm like, "Hey, I'm not
Right.
being an old man here just for observing that this stuff
Right.
is stupid."
come from the world of wearing sandals all the time and
Comfy.
like,
That's comfy.
and then just because if I'm just showing up at a radio station and just talking on a mic, no one cares. I can wear sandals. I might as well.
I think you're trying to say you got a lot of comfy friends.
A lot of my friends are comfy. It's a lot of my friends are comfy.
I do have a lot of
Some of my
comfy
best
friends.
Some of my best friends.
Yes,
Some of my best friends are comfy. Can you say that for us, please?
You live your life the way you
comfy
want.
lover.
This is America.
Too far, Dan.
No, I'm saying this is
This
America.
is America. This is America.
I want you to do whatever the hell you want to
Yeah.
do. You see what I'm saying? Be whoever.
Donald Glover,
Whoa.
this is America.
Wear
The list actually is pretty short.
wear marshmallow shoes. Do whatever. I don't care. I'm not you. It doesn't bother me. I don't even
But
pay
you're
attention.
asking what to what end? Is that the
No,
what is the question?
I'm just saying. I think you're doing yourself a disservice not having something.
Not from inside these pants, baby.
Have you been in those pants? Walk a mile in that man's pants right there. Have you walked a mile in Ross's cinched up 3X jubos?
It feels good.
Did I say that right? Yeah.
Like it feels good to get to your home and then be comfortable because it makes
It's a relief.
It's-
I'm with you.
you're
I
like,
do it.
Okay, now
The
I'm
Japanese did it like house shoes. I do
Yes.
that. Like you come in, I take
The
off
Japanese know.
They do know. I take my Vans off. I even take my socks off. I go upstairs. I have a pair of they're like from Walmart. Again, they're like the little fleece-lined daddy slippers. With the bottoms that grip in case I have to run after a rapist.
That's your
Yeah,
you
my
know
my ritual.
award.
It's a ritual.
But it's also your reward for being
You did it. You got it.
home.
You got there.
Yeah, sorry. I haven't talked a lot in 10 days.
Yeah.
Be surprised how little I talk.
It's like starting
when
an
I'm
old
with my
K car.
family. My family doesn't want to hear this, so I don't do any of this
Hey, let
when
me
I'm
tell
with
you
my
something.
family.
Can I tell you something?
My wife doesn't want to hear it. My kids don't want to
Hey,
hear it.
you don't need to say that to us, dude. You're in a
All
safe
right,
space
okay,
now.
I'm
You
just
talk.
saying.
You want to talk? You
Yeah,
talk.
I'm just saying I have to get it
You're
back
good.
going
You're
again.
safe here.
Just kickstart it. It'll be fun.
Just have the difference, the yin and the yang. Another Japanese thing. I don't even know if that's true.
And is it yin and yang or yin and yang?
Yin and
It's
yang.
yin and yang.
Oh.
You've been calling yin? This vault is from the Yin Dynasty. I'm going to be rich.
Anyway,
You say you're not an old man, but the lifestyle you're espousing is most, I think,
man, yeah.
well, Mr. Rogers. But Mr. Rogers goes out into the world in his world clothes, and the second he steps over that threshold, he takes his world shoes off, takes his world jacket off, puts his home sweater on, and puts his home slippers on.
he gets comfortable, but
It's an old man thing.
yes, but it's got to be a human thing, right? It's like you can't eat ice cream all the time. It's not as good if you eat it all the time. It's got to be
Challenge
a treat.
accepted.
And you got the right pants for it, man.
Yep.
This guy's made. These are ice cream eating pants.
All right. So we got back from spring break. I want to hear about the Ram Daisy
Should we
gambling
start
cruise.
there?
Yeah,
Should
yeah.
we start? Because that's pretty fresh. It happened over the weekend. If you didn't get to go, there might be other ones in the future. So just keep your ear to, the show. Where are you promoting most of this? Where would
Here, Facebook,
Okay.
Instagram, I think.
here, Facebook or Instagram? Just follow Ross, and I'm sure he'll be talking about it. So you decided. You didn't. You wanted to go along for the ride with a very good friend of yours, Ram Davesy.
It's true.
And Ram Davesy is a financial analyst that has become sort of adjacent to our program. He's appeared on it many, many times.
So, okay, Ross, this is what I want to ask you
No
about.
different than Mad Dog's Money Report or anything else that you would
Better.
find.
Way better.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get in your business on the air, but I will, because that's
Yeah,
what
that's
people
what we
want.
do.
Just got into my
That's what we
pants.
do.
Like, we
That's
got
what a good-
extensively into my pants,
That's
so
what a
let's
good
get into my
host-
business.
That's what a good host does.
Yeah. And Ross doesn't care. He'll answer
Yeah.
anything. He's literally not
It
shy.
was either this
about
or
it.
get served divorce papers live on the air, and we're going for this.
So, like, you're working with, this gambling, like Victory Casino Cruise.
Correct.
And I gotta understand, like, lightly how that business works. Where Victory Casino's like, hey, if you can bring a group, on this cruise, like, it'll benefit everybody. Well, like, give the group a little benefit. Give the person that put the group together a benefit. You get some sponsors. You got Mo. You got Pyro Spot. Todd Burney. And so I'm like, I know how sponsors work. And it's like, but then when you're actually on the gambling cruise, all that money you potentially could have made, then you give back to the cruise because gambling.
Because he's addicted to gambling, yeah. Like you are too. But I mean, we don't talk about that, but it's fine. It's fine.
I'm playing the sports
You're
market.
the only guy qualified to talk to him about his gambling addiction. Would be the other guy with the gambling addiction.
So then
I'm over here doing none of this.
Okay, so as a guy with a gambling addiction,
he said it.
I would be like, well, all this business that I'm making here by bringing groups on the cruise and the sponsor and stuff, then I'm just giving it back to Victory, gambling it back. Now, with the small percentage chance of winning 3 times the amount of money I made, but most likely I'm going to give it back. Anyway, so we're worried about that.
All right, so first of all, thanks to Mo DeWitt and Craig and Todd for sponsoring the cruise. They definitely made it possible.
Thank you, Mo.
Definitely appreciate
Craig.
that. Craig.
Thank you, Todd. Appreciate you, buddy.
Craig did at a BDM full craps table. Well, it was like all BDMs and one guy dressed like the Puerto Rican flag for whatever reason. But like
we have one Puerto Rican flag per event. I think that's in the contract. I think it is.
Craig did play a bunch of dice and give out a lot of silver. He was giving out 1 ounce silver pieces, which is like, well, at the time of the sailing, it was about $100. Now it's about $65. Silver's volatile right now.
Yeah, go up and down, up and down. It's the new Bitcoin, they say. Silver's the new Bitcoin.
But so to answer your question, Tom, to put this together, I managed to get together a group of 20 people, and just like straight disclosure, all out, full out, what they gave me for that was $200 free play. Okay. And I will say that you can email them. You can do this yourself. If you got 20 friends, I highly recommend it. Put it together, have them all chip in $25. You get a free dinner. Like, this is easily doable if you have a certain number of friends, and they'll give you $200 in free play. And so,
is Ram gonna like you giving away his secrets like this? My God.
For whatever and to like let you guys know, that's like if me and my wife go to the Hard Rock on a random weekday. That's about what we'll bring with us, right? To play and perchance to lose. That's about our average gambling budget on any given trip, right?
All right.
But for whatever reason, it being free and us being on the boat, and maybe I got like first high school party drunk a little bit, like I'm a minimum bet guy. I walk up to the slot machine and I'm hitting that 88-cent button, right?
Okay.
But on the boat with a little bit of free play and some booze in my veins, I was Max Play Johnny on this boat.
Max Play Johnny? Never go Max Play Johnny.
And it paid off for me.
People were winning like crazy. Okay, I'll tell you my introduction to what was happening on his gambling cruise, or his friend's. I'm just gonna call it yours. Sure. On Ross's gambling cruise. I wake up, I look at after the gambling cruise, the first post that is propagated into my algorithm is BDM Justin, and he's like, "Yeah, I got off the boat. Won $700, and Craig handed me $100 silver. So I'm up 800. I'm like, you're up 800. Well, why didn't I go on this goddamn cruising thing?
Well, that's not how gambling works. You lose. What the hell?
The first slot machine I hit was this machine called Lightning Link, which is very volatile but known for good payouts. And I spun $37 into it at $5 bets, and I won $300. That was the first thing I did. And it kept going like that. There was another machine called like Nouveau Riche or something. Kind of caught my eye. I walked over to it. I made a black lady move her purse off the seat so I could play it. $6 spin. The first spin I hit for $524. And the lady whose purse I made move, she was losing her goddamn mind. She couldn't.
Ooh, that's costing me, baby. That's costing me, baby. You owe me $200, baby.
So I was like, I wanted to play more craps, honestly, with you, but I was having so much luck with the slots that day that I stuck with slots, and I ended up pretty good.
Did you get off the boat with a lot of that money?
Unfortunately, there's this point where the boat makes you stop gambling, and I sadly was way up at that point. I would have kept going. To be honest with you, like
you were in the flow state.
I definitely had slot fever by the time the boat was ready to.
Slot fever? Your first was it your first case?
I would have put everything into all the machines, but
if I was a captain, I'd be like, leave it on for that guy.
Yeah, I'm taking an extra loop around.
Leave it on until he gives it back to us.
How about a loop around the island here? He's gonna give it all back.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the craps table. Craig, I think of the 6-hour cruise, Craig was at the craps table for 5 hours and 45 minutes of it. He did briefly go scarf a chicken parm or whatever. Oh, by the way, shout out to Chef Ed.
Thank you, Chef Ed.
Chef Ed pretty much made this happen and put together a special menu for the cruise. He put together a Moe's chicken parm, which was delightful. And for the first time ever at sea and on any boat, tater tots.
Never been done.
Never been done
Did
on
you
a
know
boat
that?
before.
I researched this. I looked into this too.
It
Curly
was-
fries have been done. Crinkles, steak, you name it. Tots have not been done.
Never tots. It was a
Never-
historic
And I'm looking at
sailing.
you, Carnival Cruise, like you're supposed to be the fun boat or whatever. You know, you go crazy. You don't know tots. It's never been done. First time it's ever
Chef
been done.
Ed making history on this cruise. So the craps table, like I said, I was mainly playing slots. I played the craps table for about 45 minutes to an hour or so, and so I'm down about $100 at craps, right? And one of our listeners who now will forevermore be known as Shooter gets the dice and proceeds to roll for 45 minutes. He just went on a crazy.
And that's an extraordinarily long time
It's
to roll.
an insane amount. And the best part about it is that he had no idea what he was doing. He just kind of got in on craps because everybody was having fun. And so you know how craps works, Tom. You set a point.
It's always way more frustrating when I'm watching someone win that has no idea what they're doing.
No.
And I think there's a weird
They're
paradox.
like, I won! And they're raking it in. I'm like,
But there's a weird paradox, I think, where people like you that really are in it, and let's say it's a craft, right? Let's say you look at it like that.
yeah.
I think your mind is trained to witness these people doing that more often. It doesn't happen very often.
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
think
yeah.
your brain flags it like, God damn, it's happening all the time.
yeah. You remember the wins.
Yeah.
But in poker, it's you against that guy. You guys are either if there's a certain amount of money on the table, and one of you gets it and the other one doesn't. In craps, it's us against the house,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
and as
yeah.
long as you're betting on this guy's side, you're golden.
Yes, everybody won. Yeah.
And so, to watch him set a point and then roll it, and then watch the table erupt, and then watch the puzzlement on his face, what did I do? What happened? Was just amazing. And then when he did get
It's
to
the
the
same
point,
look on the lady that said the fart inward on her face. Same look at her face.
when he got to the point where he had made Craig enough money, and Craig reached in his pocket and gave him a piece of silver, he said the cutest thing, which was, "Can I keep it?"
Oh, these are heartwarming, genuine moments on this this actual
It was
boat.
awesome. And then so he brought me up. I was down $100, and so he put me up. Even after his roll, when he sevened out, I counted. I was back to my original stake plus $7. So I tipped the dealer $7 and went to go smoke. And on my smoke break, I think the average payout at the table, people earned about $3,000 a shooter because somebody went on another crazy hot roll. I know a couple people were up yeah. Right after you left, I made $2,000.
I think everybody's up. I think everybody that
Oh,
came
someone's
on.
losing.
No, but I think
They can't be in business.
okay. Even the worst guy, Dr. Mush and So, in our chat room on Twitch at Tom and Dan Live. if you
He
wanna-
won?
He said, "I went on the boat with $400. I left with $443. Even and
What?
Even he.
That's not how it works.
Tom, how about this one? The producer of my podcast, Logan.
Shout out Logan.
Mickey's son, Logan, producing my podcast now. He went on the cruise with us, and I don't know what he brought with him, but he was out of money real quick.
No,
okay.
But-
They're there.
Good.
They're there.
I'm glad it happened.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry, Logan.
He lost 6-hour cruise. I think he lost all his money in the first hour and a half, except he got what he called his insurance policy, which was you can play bingo on the cruise, and they do it at 2:00, towards the end of the cruise. So he bought his bingo card ahead of time.
Oh, so we could circle back around and have something else to do. Good call.
Lost the rest of his money, played bingo, didn't win bingo, but he was sitting at a table with my wife who did win a bingo card and felt bad for him and gave him $25, and he went and put that $25 in the slot machine, won $250.
What? Who set this boat?
I don't know.
Did Chef Ed have a was Ed doing because I mean he didn't say hey man, open it up because we could potentially do more of these, so make a good impression. Is that how it works?
I am cherry picking the good stories.
Can
there
you
was
do
like
that?
there was the three guy pink shirt crew. I think they consistently lost the whole cruise. Every time I checked in with them, they were down. There's a couple people here and there were chronically down.
I saw a
but
lot of cowboy hats.
there was a startling amount of winning on the Ram Davesy Boat Gambling Invitational.
That's
It was
good.
crazy.
That's good. You won a lot of winning.
I know you could the table games not so much because
Right.
the odds are set, but you could adjust the payouts in slot machines.
Correct.
And
There's a legal range.
Yeah. And then so you can, but it's only legal it has to stop for for the consumer, right? But the casino itself, they can give out as much money as they want.
Absolutely.
Legally, So I'm sure under more of a let's say conventions in town, or you're like a marketing reason. Like we saw it with the regular cruise ships, with like the new cruise ships to incentivize and make everybody have fun. They'll mess with
Loosen
the
it up, it seems
loosen
like.
the slots, and then that way more people
I just didn't know if
leave with
that's-
good stories.
I
don't know.
hate these things.
But does that happen?
Okay, exactly. Like my phone is listening to me. Okay, I put that in the same category of they loosen the slot. Is that a real thing? No one has ever looked
They
me in the
can do
eyes.
it,
Like
but-
no one from Apple has been like, yes, your phone is always on. It's always listening. We feed that data to create the algorithm that feeds you the ads that we're controlling your brain.
If you get a Facebook ad about loose slot machines, does that prove both things at once?
Maybe, but nobody's ever said like, yes, I am a casino slot machine person, and we loosen them on Mondays because we know there are less people there. We want a good reputation, and we tighten them on Saturdays.
Here, in my experience, and like my wife loves slot machines. I've played a lot of slot machines in the last couple months. What we've noticed is that, for example, in Tampa, there's the one casino, and they have no competition, and it doesn't seem like their slots win as much as like other places. Whereas we go to like Atlantic City, and there's a casino on every corner. Slots ahoy.
Okay, yeah. That makes
And now the
sense.
boat, I think, falls a little bit into that category. I think they have to compete a little bit. So it seems to me that their RTP, the return to player, is what that's called, Tom, how much the slot machine gives back.
Okay.
I think their RTP is set a little bit higher, but I have no way of knowing that. Now, when I was in Miami, that one casino I went into in Miami, Calder, they had a sign on the wall that said all of our machines are set to 92% RTP. So, like, sometimes you do know it, sometimes you don't.
Okay.
Oh, they can tell you.
They had plaques on the wall, like,
Interesting.
announcing, and 92 is pretty good, by the way. So, shout
I
out to
would
Calder.
like a movie. I would like a movie that we could write a movie. Casino boat goes out, and it sinks. And then 3 ragtag scuba divers come up with a plan to take all the slot machines off the sunken boat.
Okay.
It's me and you and Ross and EJ, and we're down there. We're trying. We're lifting these slot machines.
I'm trying to pull the slot machine. They're bloated bodies. Oh my God!
Don't worry about the bodies. We're just here to get the slot machine.
Oh, there's a
And
guy
don't
alive
touch
in
'em.
here.
You
Like,
can't touch them because they're
tugboat.
waterlogged and their arms will fall off. You
Yeah.
can't touch them. You start poking them and you start messing with them. It's like jellyfish. The tentacles get everywhere. You can't touch the bodies.
Every time we go out on the boat, and I turn to my wife and I say, I wonder if today's the day pirates will take this boat. Because it's going to happen eventually. Like, you can't just dangle that prize out there that long for pirates and expect them not to take it.
A casino boat.
yeah.
You're right.
Well, they're only 3 miles to go. I mean, it's not that far. I've gone that far in my boat. Anyway.
So wild success, though, you would say.
It was awesome. Everybody had a
Good.
great time. Victory did a great job putting it all together.
Thank you, Victory. That's
Yeah,
really cool. Well done, y'all.
It was really, and we'll definitely do it again. And I think they
and
were
thanks again to Chef Ed for like talking about it,
dude,
plugging it,
facilitating
yeah,
it,
Good job,
getting
buddy.
me bumped up to Ocean Elite level. And I think next time we might even be able to do like a little bit of a price break. They were really happy with how it went.
Cool.
So we'll see.
That's good. That's good.
So I went out to Colorado like I do every year, and we go out skiing. And the problem
You
with
should try taking a plane next time. I better go.
Took them a while to get there.
Yeah.
They skied all the way there.
yeah, and there was no snow this year. There was enough to go skiing a couple days, but it was hot as hell. Like as hot as it is here in up in like the mountains, especially like in Denver. It was hot as hell in Denver. And then I'm like, so we fly into Denver, we go into the mountains, and it's a weird thing too when the snow is really bad. The locals don't like to talk about it. Because
what is it like? Because they feel like it's killing the economy? Is it killing their area?
so
Go talk about it. It's kind of like us when our app goes down. Like we're like, don't talk about it. Our app is down.
Yes, I think
So our snow is our app, and when the app goes down, and people are like, "Hey, Dan, the app's down," I'm like, "I know we don't have any snow."
Yes, I think it is.
Or if you're like bringing, if you're a pizza server out in Brevard County and like the beach has been full of jellyfish for a month,
Yes.
you probably get tired of talking about jellyfish.
God, dude,
right?
I've never
Yeah.
thought about that. This is
Yes.
such a good observation that you're bringing up. This is interesting.
Yes.
I've never, You know what that is? I will not. If I go places, like if I go to the Springs and the manatees are all dead, I'm not going to say a word about it.
Well, the
I'm going to keep it to myself.
Well, okay, so
You know what I mean? Like, don't talk about it.
the people that are vacationing and the tourists, they'll talk about it. They're all complaining.
Yeah, but that's what we don't want.
Right.
But the
up.
locals don't like because
they've been living it.
Yes, we show up.
They can't get out of it. They're trapped. They're trapped.
Yeah.
They're trapped in a snowless prison. They're trapped in Florida now. They're becoming Florida. Oh, they hate it.
My favorite Pantera album, Snowless Prison. It's so good.
So you have to wax the bottom of your skis and snowboard.
I know what that means. You only have 3 minutes because the boys that need to poop, they'll be banging on the door.
Which I just learned like a couple of years ago, which I never did the first 10 years
You
of
never
skiing.
waxed your snowboard at all?
No.
Oh, my God.
Because I thought it was just a BS that the corporations were telling you, like the big wax.
Big wax.
And then I was like, nah, you just need to do it one time and then that's it. I'm like, I'm only doing it for a week a year, so I never did it. And then one day, someone, I think Jetson was telling me, like, dude, you have to wax your board every
dry
year.
your board is.
It's all cracked. and then as soon as I did it the first time, I was like, whoa!
You're like
going way faster. I was like, before or slow. Anyway. So I take I tried to do it myself too. I'm like YouTube. I'll just YouTube it, buy all the iron.
I'll just use the wax from my ears. Rub it all over there.
And then I watch a YouTube video. It's just it's like waxing a surfboard. You have to melt wax onto it, and you have to iron it on. And then once it's all thick on there, then you scrape it all off, and then that's how So I was like, I'll do it myself. And then years ago, I did the whole families. I spent 2 hours in the garage getting wax everywhere. And then it was the whole family was complaining that I did it wrong. And then Crystal was like, I'm taking them to
You ruined my skis.
Yeah, they were complaining.
Why are my skis so waxy? They stink. My skis stink.
And then it turns out you could just do it for like $30 at the shop. And
but you don't like that. That makes you mad, right?
Yeah. So
and he makes it look easy when he does. He's like,
yeah, but they have a machine. They have a whole machine. It's so easy for them. So I go to the shop the first day, and we don't because they don't promote it online. Because we go to the small Sunlight Mountain.
Yeah,
in
it's like a
Glenwood
homegrown
Springs.
mountain.
It's
Man.
it's
homegrown.
I'm just trying to remember, what was your problem with this shop last time? You were trying to rent like a
He always has a
shoe-
problem.
Oh, your latch was broken, and you tried to get them to fix it,
Yeah.
but then you old man
Then he had
yelled
to-
at them and went down the mountain to somewhere else.
Yeah, then he got a knife and dug out the toe of his boot because
but-
he's got a 1 size 9 and 1 size 4.
So you walk in and they're like, "Oh, latch guy is back."
They got Goofy Bigfoot's back.
Remember that guy with the broken latch who never waxed his board? He's back.
I'm just saying. I show up. Everybody's nice, and then they go back and I'm small.
Can we help you, sir?
I'm small talking with the old man that's seemingly the owner or at least a veteran there or something.
Right, right.
I don't know. He's like the old man that owns the ski shop.
He's
or whatever.
commanding some power there. You can feel it.
And I'm like, it's a light. There's not that many people here for spring break ski season. Usually it's packed because people go skiing on spring break. You get off. Anyway, so the guy during the whole time
Did you
of
say
small
that?
talk.
Because you're not supposed to say that.
Probably hard for you to make your mortgage payment with this few people, isn't it?
Wow, it really sucks around here.
No.
huh?
Well, that was the first sign I didn't realize.
We
And then-
came here. We're so disappointed. Ew.
What are you eating, rice and beans with this few people around?
And he's like, and then I did hear on social media that the snow was real bad.
Why do I wax my board when there's no snow? You dumb old man. Did you say that?
No, I didn't know yet. There was the first day we hadn't even gone. I'm
Here's
waxing
an
it.
idea, old man.
Okay.
Why don't you put the wax out where the snow used to be, and I'll just ride my board down the wax.
And then so
you guys showed up to the haunted theme park, but you haven't heard about the ghost yet.
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
And and then the guy, and then the whole conversation of 15 minutes while I wax the boards. I'm talking to him yeah, we're going to Sunlight tomorrow. Come here every year with the family from Florida. They hate that, by the way. Colorado people hate Floridians because all the Florida
but
wants
it's coming
to go.
for you, Colorado. You're becoming us, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Where's your snow now?
A bunch of trash people coming.
What was that? Where's your God now, Moses?
Walmart's coming to the mountains.
Yeah.
Anyway, the guy never. He's like, yeah. He's like, snow has been off and on this
That's
year.
the thing about snow.
Yeah, and they're like, get up there, dirt, all dirt. Like there was 2 runs open, and get up there, and I am on a ski lift over dirt.
Oh, that's dangerous. For somehow that seems more dangerous.
Yeah. And
They're
then
both dangerous.
And then it's hot as hell. Snow's melt. Like rivers are coming down. It's so hot. And anyway, then we went to another mountain. It was kind of slushy. It had more snow. But anyway.
Is it later in the season or like
No. It's the same. We go at the same time every year. It's a horrible snow season and then like unprecedented heat. Then we went over to Moab for 2 days because we realized like the ski.
Sorry, I
so
have
bad.
to do it. It's
Yeah,
in the
no.
contract.
So, I'll tell you a funny story. So, we're
Injured on the go app?
You know what? That's pretty damn good.
It had to come out.
there's like we go over to the like expensive mountain. They had snow and Snowmass, right? And
What are the prices like on an expensive mountain?
Oh, you don't want to know.
dude, it is.
It's disgusting.
It's so expensive.
Like golf prices.
That it's
How
not
expensive.
okay.
Is it?
Like $250 per lift ticket. So that's $500 for 2 adults, and then they're like, "Oh, we'll give a small discount for you got kids.
It's
Kids,
not more than $10.
kids are
Kids are $240. Like what the hell?
I think they're damn near 200 or whatever. Anyway, it's $1,000 day skiing there. It's insane.
How much just to walk up the mountain?
That was
Not allowed.
It's
It's guarded. It's guarded. They'll shoot you dead. Yeah,
And they know you're coming too.
What kind? There, you get up there and
They
start
can
walking on
tell
their mouth. They're like,
by
"What
your
kind of
clothes."
American are you?" They blow your head off.
Anyway, so I'm there, and then expensive mountains have like gondolas, and then
Don't talk about it. You're not allowed to talk about it. Do
So-
you want me to pull that video?
So I'm sweating my ass off in the gondola because it's hot there, like snow's melting, whatever. And then I'm sitting there in the gondola, and it's a long ride, so I just start scrolling.
Don't do that. Doom scrolling.
Yeah,
You were
start
dooming.
Yeah. Start doom scrolling TikTok, right? And so I'm there, and then I see this story about a gondola falling down the mountain, right? So I'm looking, I'm like, no way, that's the AI, right? And
Sure.
then it turns out it wasn't. That in I think Switzerland, a gondola because of high winds broke off and then tumbled down a mountain with a lady inside it. It killed her. And I don't know if there was more than just one.
Yeah, I've got the video. I think
Dude,
it
Ross,
was,
look at
like a
this.
61-year-old lady. Here, I'll pull it up for you.
And then
You can see her.
and
hold
now
on.
you have to question
right there.
everything.
See it tumbling?
So you have to question everything now. Yeah. So
I used to be a gondola guy. In fact, the Skyliner at Disney is one of my favorite rides of all time, and that's just a gondola.
I'm watching this video in a gondola. Now it's nowhere like obviously.
Oh, my God.
This is a high ass Switzerland gondola. They, like
First comment on X, she gondola. And I was like, wow, that's fast.
And then I did because I've been in a lot of gondolas, and I have thought it like the thought has crossed my mind like, what if this thing snapped off and I landed on the mountain and then started rolling down violently, and all of us inside the gondola were just crashing each other. Like, would you live?
Will they put seatbelts in a gondola? Would you live if you had a seatbelt in the gondola and a better seat, something that had some impact in it, and you landed, because they try to trick you on these slingshots too. You know, they put that round cage around you, and they
that
act
ain't
as if
doing nothing.
both rubber bands, if they snapped, if you were coming back down to earth, that cage would protect you. But I'm here to tell you, if you think your T words were knocked out of your tube top before, they're really going to be knocked out when you hit the ground.
I did another doom scroll too when I was.
Why are you doing this? That's my job. I'm the doom.
Because I get curious about, like, I now ask my phone every question. Usually is like because and not
Are you asking ChatGPT, Siri? What are you using?
I'm asking TikTok. TikTok will show me mini documentaries about my question.
Sure.
And then, but I asked my phone. I was sitting up on the arches where, like, I guess a delicate arch in Moab, right? And like you have to hike up, and it's like a beautiful giant arch, and it's like popular, whatever. And what's cool about Moab, and I like going there so much, is there's no signs. There's like keep off, be careful, like like things painted yellow to keep you from walking off a ledge. Like it's there, and it's like, hey. don't fall off. If you fall off, you will die. Do not fall. But there's no sign saying keep off or don't go here or drop or whatever. It's just like, here it is. Like, just be careful. And I like that. But then I think to myself, because everybody's just walking around, people are tripping a little bit. And then
would you guys bring streamer asses?
Everybody's not in the proper hiking. I'm wearing Hoka's, like running shoes, and so
A bunch of people just looking all comfy out there.
Wear your tactical sweatpants.
There's we're not Alex Honnold here. It's just a bunch of tourists. There's no really instruction.
A lot of jumbo metal water jugs, backpacks, and mom's got bloody fruits in there.
And those heavy ass water jugs throw your balance off. We
don't need that much water, you idiots. I don't carry water anywhere. I don't even drink water anymore. I gave it up. After this hip transplant, as I call it, I'm just sticking with it. I don't drink water anymore. Mountain Dew only. And Sunkist. If I need hydration, I drink Sunkist.
You bitches have been throwing down those little do not eat packets, desiccant. Just eating them.
Yeah, all of them. I don't even care anymore. Hydration is a myth.
And then I looked up. I was like, while I'm sitting there looking at the arch, I'm looking at my phone, and I'm like, have someone fallen off of Delicate Arch and died, right? And I looked up, and then
here's a video of a gondola falling down Delicate Arch.
And then in 2019, only like a few years ago. God, it's
pre-COVID though.
You know what? A lot, 7 years ago. My
almost
God, it doesn't seem like
I may only have 7 years left. I don't know.
2019 does not seem 7 years ago. Anyway, a husband and wife fell off, died.
Oh, you gotta let her fall.
And I guess she fell, and he jumped after her.
No, you don't jump after.
And then the son, who's like 40, he jumped after her,
and
God. He lived.
They all jumped after each other,
and it was
the dumbest family ever.
It wasn't a cliff scenario. It was more like a extremely
slope.
It was like sandpaper rock that
I can handle sandpaper rock.
You're tumbling down, I guess, and they probably hit their heads or whatever. But anyway, it does happen. And I looked at that while I'm sitting.
The gondola thing. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
The old lady in the gondola. I am just stupid enough to believe that with my body geometry being as small as I am, that as that thing falls, I'm gonna be okay. That's how dumb I am.
I don't even understand how it happens, because it's fused to the actual giant steel cable. So it must have broke, the actual arm of it must have broke off.
It would have been an undetected structural crack within that arm.
Yeah, and then it just
snapped off.
Yeah, like
so
a
sad.
Crazy anomaly that never would, never happen.
Or just some repetitive stress thing that finally gave.
Yeah.
But the problem, and you can see it in the video, if you get a copy of the video, that it's kind of hard to see here. But if you get a copy of the video, you can even see before the video starts, there's nothing but high winds at the top.
Oh.
And it's like, well, why was this thing even running? There is a reason why, when there's lightning here, we turn off the Hulk coaster. There's just best practices for everything. If you do that, most things are incredibly safe.
But I guess it's like those high winds sometimes come out of nowhere. Like I've been on a ski lift, and then it's been it blows you to the point where it's all the lifts are up and down, probably 8 feet or something. Like you're bouncing. And you're like, this came out of nowhere, And even I saw some story
look
about.
Down. There's only rocks down. There's no snow.
Speaking of Colorado, Red Rocks, they had a crazy hailstorm. Did you guys see that?
No.
And then they're suing, I guess Red Rocks, because they went ahead with the concert, even though I guess maybe some people thought the storm cell was coming in.
Who was the concert?
It was some jam band, I think. It wasn't.
Oh, yeah. And those people will write emails. Jam band people, they are class action ready.
Look it up.
I'm serious.
Look up a hailstorm in Red Rocks.
If there's a group of people that are ready to they will mass patchouli together, and they will bring your business down.
All their dads are lawyers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They've been touring for life.
Listen, nobody was killed. People were hurt by there was some golf ball.
Yeah, get out of the hail, you idiots.
Well, there were people that were too big to.
Not my fault. Not my fault.
To escape, in any sort of.
Too big for hail?
No, too big to run away, and they just laid and tried to lay in between.
Just put a cardboard box on me. Leave me. You got to run to safety. Leave me.
There's video. You can look this up. There's videos.
There's video of big people being killed by hail.
There's nothing. No, they're just being pelted and they're laying there.
And they're too big to get out of the hail. This is funny.
They're just laying
I'm
there.
sorry, that's funny. I'm gonna call it. I'm calling like I see it. That's very funny.
And
Listen,
and I don't
too
even know
big for hail.
they can't because the seats at Red Rocks are just flat like stadium seating. They're carved out of the stone or whatever, or whatever. They're just flat. And there's no getting underneath them, I think.
Well, those people are gonna get underneath them anyway.
They're just laying there in the aisles pelted.
You gotta have staff to help those people out.
Hail is coming like
Hail is coming.
and they're just laying there flat. And I'm like, oh, you're laying flat is the worst.
It sounds like you're drumming on a pillow.
Like you need to stand like a pencil. Like you're flat. You're getting
Don't lay flat. You're collecting hail.
Your whole body is being pelted.
Yeah, stand up.
Yeah, you need to stand up. Put your hands like you're diving.
Yeah, you gotta walk like an Egyptian. Put your hands up like you're walking like an Egyptian.
Make the surface area as small as possible, right?
You're gonna break your fingers like crazy.
No. The point. No hail can hit the point of your hands. It's too tiny.
But they're laying down flat and they're opening up the surface.
They leave their face up or
No,
face down? Face down.
Yeah,
Just pelting their fat ass.
Oh, they're back.
I get caught in a hailstorm right now. I pull these Gerbo pants right up above my head, tie the cinch.
Yeah, like a Navy
I'm
soldier.
safe.
Yeah.
Advantage comfy.
Just like a Navy man. He'd like get the air in the bottom of his big Navy pants,
cinch it up above top of my
cinch
head.
it up, and he lived to see another day.
All right, let's take a break.
Where do I find this video again? You're telling me?
Just look up hail at Red Rocks, and it's all over.
And nobody tried to help those people. Nobody like got like an umbrella or like a sheet of metal and ran out there to try to get them to safety.
It only
It
happened.
was really that bad. It was so bad they had to lay down and take the hail.
The hail only happens for like 20 seconds straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ever been in a hailstorm, like it only goes down for 20 seconds at the most.
I've never seen it even that long.
Yeah, and it's usually
usually
like
just a
10
wave. It's just
waves of so I don't know. And everybody just started running, and then some people laid down and just got pelted. And now they're sitting.
And what jam band? See, all the while it's like, dun, up and down the puppy's hair, fleas and ticks jump everywhere. That's my Dave Matthews.
And then they're suing. This is kind of an old man take on it. The people are like, I'm suing because the venue should have seen the storm coming and told us to get out of the way. And I'm like, well, you can see it coming. Everybody has a phone.
Normally they do.
No, I'm saying,
like I did that for Orlando City. Remember when we were working in ops for Orlando City? When
there's a lightning.
If there's like 50 miles away, they're like, hey, go to the supporter group and tell them they got to go back inside. And we go like, hey, you guys got to go inside.
But I don't think this had lightning in it. It's like it was like a winter type of the fact that it was hailing is probably because it was so hot.
Then you weren't in any danger. It's a little bit of hail.
Well, they got pelted good. Uses it there. The whole bodies are like they got in a paintball
jackass.
They
got photos.
It's like Chris Pontius stands there and gets shot with a million paintballs.
Put a diaper on. Chase after Wee Man.
But it's like everybody has a phone. You can see the storm coming too. I guess you want to start the concert.
If you got a ticket to see Fish, you're like, you know what? Is the venue still open? And you figure if the venue's staying open, it's probably safe.
Yeah. And it, I guess no one died, but they got pelted good.
No, I'm glad no one died, and I'm sorry people got hurt.
So let's take a break. When we come back, I want to hear what Daniel did over the break. I know you got a new TV.
I did. What?
I want to hear.
I think I might be a movie guy now.
And then we'll talk about the Fanatics flag football.
I have that, yeah.
Because that was all over my social media. And then I dug a little bit into it, and it's like a bizarre, Saudi Arabia's involved.
You asked TikTok about it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I also lost my...
Well, they're telling you everything.
All right, you want to take a break?
Yeah.
We will be right back. Got it. Let me save that for Monday. Great job. That was funny. I did not see that hail video, but I would have laughed. Oh, man.
It was probably just in my algorithm because I was out there.
Yeah, I've been hit by hail before. It hurt.
Oh, we'll also talk about MegaCon and John Cena.
Oh, let's start with that then, because it was here in town.
Okay.
Yeah, I ended up like $500 up on the boat.
That's fantastic.
No, that's awesome.
You can't beat that, dude.
Yeah, that's.
And Craig, I think he said he won $3,000.
Damn.
Well, I don't know if you could talk about that part, and we're still on the
Oh,
air.
we're on there?
Can you talk about that part?
No, different Craig.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a different Craig I was talking about.
Oh, my God.
I was talking to Craig T. Nelson, TV's coach.
Yeah, I love
and
Jerry Dyke. Jerry Van Dyke was his sidekick. Craig T. Nelson. Yes, Jerry Van Dyke was on that show. I used to think Jerry Van Dyke was super duper fucking funny.
He was. That was a decent show, actually. Coach was not
Coach
bad.
was a great show. You know what's an underrated show? Is Evening Shade. With
Okay.
Burt Reynolds.
Delta Burke?
And there's this little Southern guy.
Uh-huh.
And then that other guy, and he just recently died.
Chuck Norris.
Famously gay little guy comedian, Leslie something. And he's very Southern, and he talked like this. He's super gay, and he was so great. Oh, my God.
I can see his face.
That guy, if that guy in anything, I'll watch. Like, I'm like, your personality is just so, it matches, like, I want it.
Sassy.
I love it.
Just
I just
sassy,
want to be
yeah.
around you. Let's go to brunch.
Absolutely.
Oh, got it. Leslie Jordan. Thank you, Merchman. Yeah, that dude. But I forget what other things he's been in. But I'm finding that
A bunch of stuff.
I didn't hate TV as much as I thought I did. I just, I didn't like I don't think I liked my TV. And this new TV is like, everything looks fucking amazing. And everything works right. It's crazy how even Andrea had to bite her words and go like, oh my God, I'm so glad you, well, I'll
No
get to
shit.
it. I'll tell you the story.
Okay.
Even old cheap lady was like, yeah, I got the, like, I'm so glad this was done. Yes, SJ, the little Southern guy. Leslie Jordan. I think he died like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Super funny. Wait. Is our website down right now, or is it working? Oh, crap. Crystal's trying to update her payment on there, and she can't get in to do it. Not your Crystal. Norm's Crystal. Well, I'll shoot Matthew an email when we're done with this.
Yeah, sorry about the website, guys. We're attempting to fix it at
Y2K snuck up on us.
Really did. We keep putting it off. All right. Do you want to bring us back?
We'll
We can
talk
talk
about
it on the
well,
BDM
yeah,
show.
the BDM show, because it does seem like, why are you having so many, website problems? Seem like a thing of the past, but I think it's because everybody is still like you're mainly going to websites that have attached to $100 or billion-dollar corporations, right? So they have infinite money to constantly make sure their website's working. And we got a 17-year-old small business website that's more complicated than just images of, where to get information. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a lot going on.
Well, we do and we don't. I think if it's a shame because we're really just mirroring an RSS. We're literally just taking 3 RSS feeds and then putting them on one page. And then we just need to put our clients around the side. That's really all we need.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about gutting the whole thing, like, from my perspective, and just like, how easy can we make this for people to use? How simple can we make this?
Yeah. I'm down for making it simple.
Because I don't think we need multiple pages. You don't need to know. Well, we don't need to do this now. But you don't need to know what the fuck, who I am or what I do. He's been doing this for like, fuck that. Get to work.
Yeah.
We got nothing. I'm dying.
But that page should be just a nonsense, just a picture of, it's just information. It shouldn't be any complicated to,
Okay.
Tom, you probably don't listen, but on my podcast, it's a known thing. You can only sponsor my podcast. Joe Burn Pest Control, Joe Burn Pest Control, Mo DeWitt, the DeWitt Law Firm. You have to have a virtual you on your website. Joe has a virtual Joe Burn on burnpest.com.
I have seen virtual Joe. He's pretty awesome. Is it the
What do you mean?
Flintstone looking?
You go to justcallmo.com. Mo DeWitt pops up and is like, "Hey, can I help you? I'm Virtual Mo."
Yeah, virtual Mo is awesome.
more complicated than what we got.
I know. I'm saying get to that level.
Follow me here. We'll have a live link, and I'll just sit here.
Oh shit!
At all times, and when people go like, "Hey, is this digital Dan?" I'll be like, "Yes, it is." God damn, I got one time. I got one. I got it.
That's such a good idea.
Become a 1095, or I'll suck your dick. I'll I'll suck your dick.
You become like a webcam girl.
You want to see my penis?
Virtual Dan was drunk as hell.
Virtual Dan showed me his 2-inch penis. He's uncircumcised. He pulled it long. All right. You want to start?
Yeah.
This is the second. Second
it's
hour.
coming back. Yeah.
All right, here we go. 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. So, MegaCon was this past weekend, correct, Ross?
Yeah, I think it was all
Yeah,
weekend.
it was this past weekend. It was actually here in Orlando. We are, I was going to say slowly becoming, but I don't even think that's the case. I think we have quickly become one of the more heralded megacons.
I think so.
I think we're up there. Like, okay, Orlando is interesting.
Vegas is the biggest one, right?
No, I think Comic-Con in
LA.
Oh,
Yeah.
is like
okay.
the kind of original and biggest.
Yeah, LA will be your big dog, but I think just like our Fringe Festival being like one of the biggest and most popular.
Dragon Con in Atlanta.
Yep, that's a huge one. I think we're there. I think MegaCon Orlando is like kind of gotten to a point where
It's definitely in like the top 5, if nothing else. It's
yeah,
up there.
Ryan in our chat room saying San Diego Comic-Con would be the big dog. Agreed. You can't really touch that one. That's kind of where I think that's considered the epicenter of that sort of thing. But our MegaCon, very, very big. This made the rounds on all of my like sort of algorithms, and I'll put this up for people to see. But it's a 46-second clip of John Cena from WWE, who just recently retired. He gave up, I guess he got beat by Gunther, which I thought was a terrible match. I thought it was I didn't like the way he went out. But this is him doing a panel here in Orlando. He's up on stage. He's got his mic, and he's standing up there.
And presumably as like what's the comic book character he does?
Peacemaker?
Peacemaker. Like that's probably why he's at Comic-Con,
I think there's a little bit of that, but also the WWE, I think, because he's such a huge like cultural icon. I mean, like he's one of the most known people in the world, is he not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say I could see that, but it plays right into his hands.
Yeah.
I like that. So here, I'll put this. Let me see if I can get this up here so everybody can see it. But so he's up on stage and he's talking to a guy that's obviously having some health problems and is going through it. And I'll pick you up right there. Here's John Cena at Orlando or MegaCon.
I'm going through cancer, stage 4.
Okay.
And I just had a spinal fusion.
Okay.
And then I had a brain tumor.
Okay.
And you were the one to make me fight.
Okay.
And next week I just found out I need more surgery.
Okay.
I wanted to know if I could hug you or see you.
Absolutely.
So then he hugs him.
Oh my God, he hugs him. I can't watch this without getting. It gets me so bad.
What are you crying
it's
about,
like
baby?
I know, I have a baby. Oh man, it gets me so. I've watched this every time I watch this. I get goosebumps on my arms, and it like literally, I can't.
Also, ask him for money or something. He's rich. You need the money for treatment.
Oh, this would got me, man. This would got me so bad. I think because it's another grown ass man, and how John Cena is just like absolutely and just goes right down to do it. I'm just like, oh my God.
But man, it would have been funny if he's like, no.
I'm a little bit nervous about germs right now.
Any other reaction would have been comical. That's all I'm saying.
It'd be interesting to talk to him, and I don't know if you'd ever get the real answer, because it'd be interested to crawl in that man's brain and see, like, when do you not want to do this? When do you want to, jokes aside, because I love the joke of him saying, but there's got to be a part of his brain that he's got to be tired of seeing so much bad stuff. You can't internalize.
Because you know how
all
many
the kids in
Make-A-Wish.
the hospital. Thousands of Make-A-Wish kids.
I think he holds some sort of record for most
Yes.
Make-A-Wish
Correct.
visits.
And he's still doing it. It's not like he beat the record and was like, that's it.
Yeah.
It's like he's doing, I think almost
Right.
his lifeblood that now is just making people's wishes and going around and meeting people that have cancer and need encouragement. And that's got to weigh
Kids,
so
hospitals and stuff.
heavy on your soul, right?
But don't you think that, like, because you know how it feels to make, like, somebody smile, like somebody dying of cancer, like a kid dying of blood cancer, if you can make them smile, that's got to feel pretty good, right? I mean, that's why he does it.
It's true,
Easy,
but also
audience.
draining,
I'm joking.
emotionally draining, though, right? It's like,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
you know, like if you're a firefighter or work in a hospital or whatever, and like maybe you just compartmentalize it after a while, and then it's just like because the nurses and firefighters and cops and anybody that works in hospitals, like they do it, and it's not like they're all mentally ill after a while. Like some
Have you
are.
ever met a firefighter?
Like you just get used to seeing horrible things, and then you just compartmentalize it, and I guess that's what he does. But he sees more tragedy than the average firefighter, just because of his, the amount of Make-A-Wish stuff.
Well,
and
he signs up for it, right? Like,
Yeah,
so no offense to a firefighter, but you get a call and it's random. It's a dice roll. He's actively having his handlers go to him and say, like, okay, Tuesday, you have to go to Nemours, and there are 35 kids that are terminal, and you're going to go there and do the whole, you can't see me, we need full Cena outfits, and you're going to stay there for hours signing and visiting, and he does it.
Yeah,
and I think that's pretty freaking amazing. It's
And no matter
unbelievable.
what mood you are in as a human being, because
it doesn't matter.
You're going through your own stuff. Like, you got to be on,
You gotta
and
be
you
on.
got to be happy and encouraging, and you got to be strong for these people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's.
And he seems to do it, like
Yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
no problem whatsoever. So I guess my bigger question would be, will we ever find out? Has anybody ever talked to him about that? Because I don't know if you'd ever get the real answer from him. You'd have to crawl in his brain to get him to say, like, yes, it is tiring. Yes, it does.
You'd have to be his wife or
sucks.
something. Yeah, yeah. Like someone amongst his family. I'm sure he's complained about it. I never say this out loud to anybody.
Yeah,
but
his therapist, maybe.
I'd have to be his wife. Have you read my diary?
A lot of people don't know that. Should we start introducing you as the Orlando Talk Show with Ross McCoy, local comedian, and John Cena's wife?
Mrs. Cena.
So with MegaCon here,
And the other possibility is that he's a terrible person and he loves seeing people slowly die. Those are the only. He's either,
Hold on.
He's
I
either
like
a
it.
living saint.
What if it's the fuel to keep
Yeah.
him going and we just never see how much what if he goes into the
Yeah.
room and the kid's terminal and just like before he even says anything to him, they're asleep. He's just hovering over them like,
Yeah.
I got
Those are the two options.
I got cancer power from this man's hugs.
Yeah.
So MegaCon, how much money does MegaCon make?
Also very brave to name
Here.
your business MegaCon.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's a brave naming.
So it's gigantic, and like Ross said, your son was out there. It takes up the whole. It's the biggest convention we have in town, correct?
That I've seen. Yeah, I went last year, and it like most of your coin show takes over a room.
Yeah.
I told you guys I saw the Mary Kay setup one time. Took over probably their biggest room. It's a giant setup, but MegaCon takes over all the rooms and is in the hallways and stuff too. It takes over the whole convention center. It's wild.
And so
Numbers from the chat room. Economic impact in Orlando, 1 weekend MegaCon. What's the number?
well, that
It's what they're reporting, so we can say it.
because they're like each tourist that it brings represents X amount of money.
Yeah.
So what
Ubers and food, $500 million.
damn.
Yeah,
So-
$500 million is MegaCon Orlando brings $500 million of tourism adjacent money to our city.
So how and they
Jesus Christ.
make their money obviously ticket sales, and then they actually charge people money for booths.
Well, like
So
our
many
buddy
vendors.
Jeff,
Vendors,
comedian, blanking on his last name now. Jeff that makes the sculptures.
yeah.
He pays, and he goes out there and like now that he's a sculptor, he goes out there like he's there every year.
Yeah.
In fact, he just announced that I'll be back next year, so he's already paid his money for the next year.
And Pabone has
He's
gone out there,
yeah.
and then
our tattoo buddies of ours that are
yeah.
artists, like Derek and Earl and Steve and other people from
and
you
there
know,
are,
the East have
and
been out there.
So
I think,
you get
before.
that money, but you also get the advertising. I'm sure there's sponsors that pay to get their brand out amongst that many people. Just like any event, sponsors will pay to have their brands and logos are so those. But what are they making?
Well, they use a lot of these events too to
50 million?
with the people that do it.
No, I'm like MegaCon itself as a business. Like,
Well, think about it this
weekend.
too. Okay, big movie companies will go to the cons and say, "We want to do a panel." This is where it gets really big money.
To promote our new thing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
if Paramount Plus comes and says, "Hey, we got this new sci-fi show. We don't know how it's gonna do, but it's got big actors in
Right,
it.
but yeah,
It's got Idris Elba in it, so he's gonna be there on a panel. Like whatever. Like it's got that guy that's in all the Star Wars movies. What's that guy? Juan Carlo, whatever the Spanish-looking guy that plays the best evil Star Wars guy.
yeah.
That guy, he's going to be on the panel, and they are. I think they're paying MegaCon for that access.
And there's also like food and beverage deals, and all tons of behind the scenes money being made somewhere.
When I went last year, it was there's this group called the Geeks of Comedy, and they do like kind of geeky comedy shows here and there. And we did a roast of Batman, right?
Yeah,
and a lot of fun. It was awesome. But the door to our venue, the hallway, I don't know, like the half-mile hallway that the door came off of was entirely full of like, I don't know, 4x4 booths of people who draw or letter or do something on like on a manga, like just like some dumb sports manga out of Japan that you've never heard of. There's a guy in a booth, and like there's a line a mile long for people to sign, and there's just hundreds of these booths. So like you got like William Shatner over there signing, but you also got the guy who drew Basketball Academy in Japan signing his books and stuff too. Just tons of like access to nerds that you would never see anywhere else.
How many actual people go to MegaCon
I
each
have
year?
to get you a number on that.
Or like over the weekend? Is it?
When I went, it was wall to wall. You had to like elbow your way through people wherever you were in the convention center. It was just wall to wall people.
I heard it's pretty massive. I mean,
Like 20,000 plus?
Oh,
or-
more than that.
Yeah. Like 80,000. I mean, what?
you're way low. 200,000?
200,000.
Yeah.
To get like it's the convention center, right? They're obviously prepared for a crowd.
No
and
less than 160,000 people they've ever had.
have
Okay. all
They've
right.
never had less than 160,000
they
people.
have like a lot of bathrooms, you would imagine, right? I had to wait like 20 minutes to get into a stall to change my dumb Superman costume at MegaCon last year because there's that many people.
I'm
That's
surprised
crazy.
you don't cosplay. With as much as you like fitness and your Superman hair, you would be a dead ringer Superman, and your boys would like it. You could wear the suit and kind of puff your chest out, and you could go there, and girls would grab your package, and
I
they
like
love
that
it.
right
They
there. I
love
like
it.
the
They'll
package.
sexually harass you.
Yeah. Does that happen?
Oh, yeah. At the cons? Oh, my God. They have to ask people not to do it. Those nerds are horny. They all dress up. Now, you can't be inappropriate, and consent, obviously, is the you need that. But those nerds, they dress. Why do you think they dress up? They're not dressing up because they just like to dress up. I think they dress up because they're horny.
I'm more of a Houston rodeo type of man.
Okay.
Have you heard about that? No. It might be because out west. Because you didn't hear that.
Are you a
whole-
cowboy man now?
The Houston rodeo had this huge controversy because there was fights out there, and then they had to make a clothing ban because people were dressed inappropriate.
So you had to come to the rodeo naked?
No, they were wearing booty shorts and stuff, and like their ass cheeks were hanging out.
Well, that's the thing. We're pushing the limits now.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
canceled. You saw they canceled Magic City Night, Atlanta Hawks.
yeah.
We're supposed to celebrate Magic City Strip Club in Atlanta by playing the Orlando Magic, but they canceled. They called it off at the last minute. It's almost like we're on the cusp of almost getting the spicy stuff we want, but we can't do it.
Now, when I went, there were like a lot of your lady cosplayers that you would maybe call quote unquote thirst trap. Like they're obviously dressed to show off their assets. But I was startled. There was a lot of dude cosplayers who were doing the exact same thing. There were a lot of dude cosplayers that like you could see outlines of things that you shouldn't be able to see in public and stuff.
all
Like
right.
just absolute.
There is an element of fan service to even some of
Even-
the people that are coming and cosplaying. You know, like
And you could tell that a lot of these people actually were like people who maybe in their real lives might dress a little more comfy and try to avoid attention. And this is like this is their day to like do it, you know?
So
And there is something to like, because I'm walking around like dressed as Superman, and there's a little thing where you see like another Superman, and you're like, "How's his costume compared to mine?" And then you like kind of judge each other as you walk up, and then there's a little Superman to Superman head nod, like, "Hey, what's up, Superman?"
So what's
our
odd?
buddy Ghost of Manu Bull, he was out there head to toe in his very uncomfortable but highly accurate Batman costume. He said. How long did you put in? I want to know how long you were out there, Ryan.
So other people talk about these megacons because like the narrative is like, oh, look at a bunch of people dressing up and hanging out with each other. Although we do that for Halloween each year. And
We do it for sports franchises. We just wear the
Absolutely.
jersey. We wear a jersey and we put on our lucky socks.
Absolutely.
Same thing.
It's no different than Halloween, which a bunch of adults participate in. Like you walk down the street, all the kids are trick-or-treating, the adults are dressed up, and those same
Halloween's
people...
for kids. This is for adults.
But I feel like those same people are be like, what, a bunch of nerds dressing up around each other. And it's like, you do it every for Halloween, and you have fun doing it for Halloween. So it's just like another Halloween.
I'll be honest with you. I am jealous of if you're a dad, and that's why I'm offering this to you. I mean, I got a ways to go before I can do this, but with my hips repaired, who knows? But the idea of you wearing a Superman costume, not looking like a slob, you look good, you got muscles, and there's something, if you are a dad and you can go to a con and use your muscles to fit into your costume, it's not a bad thing. I look at you and I go, that's a cool dude. I give you a dad-to-dad high five. Well done.
You're going a little far with that's a cool dude.
It's a cool dude.
That's not a cool dude.
That's a cool dude. It's cooler cooler than a fat guy being pelted by hail. Right? If you can't run from hail, that's not cool.
Right.
If you're
Well, I
an
never said
abs
that guy
dad
was
and
cool.
you're dressed like Superman, that's pretty cool.
Mr. Khan, he's cool because he's rich.
Well, it's one guy. Somebody in the chat room said it's one guy that owns like a majority of these that kind of, it's almost like the circus.
Really?
It's like they have multiple.
There's a con ringling?
Yeah, kind of like or not like a ringling, and not like a circuit, but he owns the IP and he runs it in certain cities, and they can kind of like do it that way, so they can have multiple and make a ton of money. Fan Expo is the name of the company that Ryan says in the chat room.
So another two things I wanted to talk about. One is that Chuck Norris died. I know that happened.
People
a week ago.
mad. Oh, everybody mad. I didn't know he was MAGA. Like that was all of my timeline.
Oh, really?
And surprisingly, a lot of black people. Like on Twitter, on my Twitter, it was all black
What do
people.
you think he was?
I know. He wore a cowboy hat and had a beard.
You think he's massaging Joe Biden? What are you just kicking?
But people, a lot of black people on my X were like, I didn't know that he's a conservative POS. Like they were just fighting. They're mad.
So,
a lot of Bowflex.
See, people are confused because Walker, Texas Ranger, was super liberal, but that was just the role he played,
So
the AIDS clip being shared multitude times.
The one thing that I thought is once I saw Chuck Norris rushed to the hospital over a
medical episode.
And
those are never good.
And then it's he's dead, so the medical episode killed him, right? And I looked at
you
that.
You don't know that? Could have been something else on the line.
Could have been Ghost of Bruce Lee.
So I looked at that, and then they're like, oh, Chuck Norris died over the medical episode. And I was like, don't we as a society, right? And if you're Chuck Norris's family and then the hospital staff in Hawaii or whatever, like...
Oh, you got to give him one more.
No, don't you know what... Can you just all get together and like, let's say he died falling down a waterfall or something cooler than medical... Like, let's say he
What if you make it a tall tale? What if you say he didn't die? What if you say he just decided to leave?
Or like...
Because you guys are too weak for him.
after all the jokes over the past 20 years...
I see what you're saying.
Don't you just say, like, he died rock climbing, he fell off a waterfall, he was practicing... karate on top of water.
He was going to do a movie comeback.
Yeah, he was like he was zipline something better than medical episode.
Yeah,
like
why?
Which
he crapped his pants at Carrabba's and died. Yeah, because he's sitting at Carrabba's.
Because he's just a normal old man.
And they're like, "Where do you want to go, Chuck?" And he's like, "I don't know. I'm only in town for a little." I'll just Carrabba's. And he goes over to Carrabba's. He's sitting there. He's like, "I'll get the pick too with a bowl of soup." He craps his pants.
Of course, because he's just a normal old man. But we went through all this over 20 years, the Chuck Norris jokes.
Yeah.
The fist
and he
and
died
the beard.
eating a pick too at Carrabba's. He crapped his pants. Died.
He just died like every other old man. But
and they're like, "What did we put?"
But
they're
we
like,
ruined-
"Put medical episode."
You have to just, as a family, like everybody has to be like, oh man, like he's just a normal old man. But the world, let's say he died in a cooler way, in some Chuck Norris way, just to appease the world because he touched all of us with the jokes.
Oh, there are people very, very sad.
And so it's like, and then over how tough he was, and the beard, and the fist, and the beard, and the all like the beginning of the
Chuck
internet.
Norris died today at 84, assassinated in the jungle by a ninja.
Yes,
there you go.
Yes,
That's a man that knows.
Yeah,
those sweatpants make you a man that knows how to treat Chuck Norris like a goddamn national treasure.
Yeah. And then he fought him off with nunchucks.
He saved the baby, but
Okay,
he's
hold on.
still-
SJ has it. Here's what you're looking for. SJ has it. He says, "We know the truth. We know the truth. The Grim Reaper died, and Chuck Norris went to replace him. We want something like that."
And I understand the hospital has protocol and there's legalities and stuff, but can't you just all like, hey, this human being had so many jokes that around the world that we all heard for so long about
how tough he is.
how tough he is, and then how he couldn't be killed, and how like everybody was afraid. Like
and how old was he? 91?
86.
86?
Yeah, and then it's like
It's a new 91.
don't just say medical episode. Like, you
Yeah, I don't
ruined
like
it.
medical episodes.
Like, just say anything.
Anything
But-
that has episode on the bottom
Like,
of it makes me think you crapped your pants.
he died working. Say he was working out in the morning, and then like is anything. But
Would you accept passed peacefully during an ayahuasca trip?
No. That's what hippies do.
All right.
He needs to
Yeah.
die fighting.
What about
he needs to die doing something?
Died, making a MAGA sign with a giant marker. The
no,
fumes got to him. He
no.
passed out.
Chuck Norris died today at 86, the victim of a 50-year death punch by Bruce Lee.
Ooh, 50 years. That's fine. I like that.
He hit him
Yeah.
50 years ago, and it's slowly
Yeah,
working its way.
it's time release.
That's something.
It was a slow release punch.
Yeah.
And then the second thing I wanted to talk about is this flag football tournament that they had, right? So, Ross, this probably wasn't in your algorithm because you're not a sports guy.
No, if slot machines weren't involved, yeah.
So
That's a sport.
So here's the back. So I watched the clips, just like probably everybody did, where you saw clips of Tom Brady throwing a pass to Diggs in the corner of the end zone. He juke passed.
This is a flag football game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Logan Paul was there for some reason.
Yeah, it was supposed to. Well, I mean, you're going to get to that, but
Yeah,
it was.
This actually happened and wasn't a fever dream that you had.
No.
No, this
All
is
right.
real.
Okay,
It
'cause
was
this-
called Fanatics Flag Football Classic. It was backed by Michael Rubin of Fanatics.
Yeah.
It was a mix of NFL stars, think like Brady and Burrow, celebrities, Logan Paul, etc., and actual Team USA flag players.
Oh, there were big NFL stars like Joe Burrow,
I got 'em.
Jalen Hurts was there, Stephon Diggs. and-
Brady, Jalen Hurts, Gronkowski, Diggs, Kamara,
Yeah.
Janty, Miller, Smith. Then you had
These are
DeMar
like-
Hamlin was there. Although, you know.
So this is a
he didn't
rock
have
and
the
jock
heart.
scenario.
Yes, so the and I missed that this was happening, so I wish I would have bet on it because they basically there was two different teams made up of NFL players, right, and then Logan Paul, and then they were playing the U.S. national flag football team.
Yeah.
Team
Breaking
USA.
news.
Yeah.
We have a national flag football team.
Yeah, well, it's
it's
in the
gonna be-
Olympics this year, so they're
Is
making
it?
that's what this
It's-
whole thing is
in
sort of about.
Interesting.
In 2028,
Okay.
flag football is going to be in the Olympics, right?
Okay.
And this is all kind of to promote that. And then, so they got killed. Like the NFL players got killed by the USA team, the flag football team, right?
Because they're used to knocking giant hunks of meat
a
to the
different
ground
game.
and
Yes.
not reaching out and grabbing a little flag
Yes.
with their giant meat paws.
Yes, like they were. It looked like grown adults playing kids, like a high school team, because the flag football players are small because that's what flag football needs.
Yeah.
And
Elusiveness.
Yeah, tiny. You want less surface area for
Yeah.
a flag to hang off of.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just science.
And
Guess what? The elephant can't catch the mouse and tear a little flag off of
Yeah,
him.
yes. The NFL players are gigantic, and their legs are like Saquon Barkley, and like people are on like confused.
I mean, he's fast in football. He's slow in flag football.
Yeah, because he needs to get hit by other giants and you get past
He has
them.
to get some momentum.
Yeah. So Saquon Barkley has to have big tree trunk legs to get past being tackled full speed by other giants, and like that's why he's so good. Like the flag, so they had no chance against these flag football team, and people are like, and I don't know if you could bet on it, but it would have been a great thing to bet on because
Oh, you could have
made money.
Kalshi did, I bet. I bet it was on Kalshi.
And because most people think like, oh, the NFL players will kill these flag
Obviously.
football players. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a completely different sport they're playing.
And
Well,
they put Logan Paul with the NFL players?
Yes, they did, and
Well,
that was for marketing.
You told me something I didn't know, and this sort of changes it. I want Ross's opinion on this. This was originally supposed to be in Riyadh.
Oh.
Okay, so
And they can't do it
And then-
because obviously it's
and
all
then the-
popping off over
The
there.
Comedy Fest happened and all the negative press, so they
No,
they
No,
rescheduled
that
it.
had nothing to do with
They
it.
didn't even care about that.
No, there is no
Okay.
negative press when it comes to Riyadh. I mean, look at Bill Burr. He's happier than ever. He's selling out. But it was supposed to be this thing they've had this thing going for about the last 2 years, I think, called Riyadh Season, where it's the Saudi government pumping tons of money into making, like, they want to compete with everybody
Tourism.
else, and they want the Olympics, and they want World Cup, and they want to be like the U.S.
WWE.
They want, they're getting
WrestleMania.
it, and they're getting it. So they're getting your Brady's and Logan Pauls, and
And it was supposed to be held over there, and then they pivoted and it did it in L.A. because of this. But originally,
less missiles.
So the other interesting part of this is that they, like, I guess the Fanatics League is somehow partners with the Saudis, and then like that's how the whole thing happened.
I heard it was the Saudis and the Philly Fanatic, both kind of equal
So, and whatever
He's the
everybody
best
wants to think
baseball
about
guy.
that is their business, but the interesting part to me is, so they had a meeting with Tom Brady at one point in time, and they're like, "Hey, Tom, we want you to be involved in this."
Tom, for real, you couldn't just like put up with what Giselle wanted, like, dude, come on.
She had another baby, by the way. 45 years old.
Stop having
with
babies,
a karate
lady.
guy.
My God. Karate babies are fun, though. If you're ever going to have a baby, make it a karate baby.
So
Chuck Norris
beautiful.
leaves, Giselle's karate baby enters the world. Perfect balance.
What if Giselle's karate baby becomes the most beautiful and effective karate baby ever born?
So Tom Brady is pretty popular. He's a beloved sports star in the United States and worldwide.
He's also
right?
hated. He's infamous.
He's hated by some people,
Because he's so good.
But for the most part, his public image is, I think, more liked than hated.
He's affable.
Yeah, and he's
known. I think you can leave it at known.
He's, I would say, probably the most famous, relevant sports star, or one of the most famous that we have right now.
I think he's the guy. I don't know if I can argue with that.
I put
If
him
you're
up
just
with
throwing-
Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah.
At this point.
Oh yeah. Like,
so
he's the guy that if you go to anybody living, my daughter, from the age of 5 up, I think you can almost go like, who's Tom Brady? He's a quarterback.
So, and he's already rich, right? He owns a portion of the Raiders. He's got unlimited money on today's standards. He's insanely rich. Has as much. So, like, he doesn't really need the money.
Do you know what he's worth?
500 million.
It's taking its time. 350.
Okay. So he's already worth 350 million. So they went to him and hey Tom, we want you to be like the spokesperson and be like the head promoter of this flag football tournament that we're gonna do, and we're gonna do it in Saudi Arabia. And when you announce it, you're going to have to stand next to some sort of Saudi prince, or I think he's the head of marketing of Saudi Arabia.
Turkai Al-Akashi.
Yeah, Turkai, and then you're going to have to say,
he's Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority.
So and you're going to have to stand next to him, and he's going to be in the whole garb, right? And I'll be...
What, like a football
uniform?
No.
Like Saudi Arabian...
And I'm not talking flat brim hat. You know what they wear.
So no,
it's going to be the full thing. Tom, he's going to be the full thing.
Yes, yeah, he's not going to be wearing a suit. It's going to be the whole Saudi...
He's not going to look like Shad Khan. He's going to look way more authentic.
And you're going to have to say you're excited to announce this, and you're going to have to call him your excellency.
And then you got to get on a camel, and you got to slap his ass, and you got to ride out fast.
Because this happened, by the way, because I started looking up. I'm like, when did they announce this? And then there was a point in last year that Tom Brady was like, I would like to thank his excellency, Turkey Shakir.
Well, now you're just being insulting. His name is Turkai.
We're having Turkey Shakir for lunch.
My point is that they explained this to him, and they're like, how much will it take? And there's an answer, because he did it, and we know how much they paid him, right? How much do you think it is, Ross?
I know, so I'm trying not to make any facial expressions.
Because
I'm trying to take all facial expressions.
$15 million.
75 million. Whoa.
Would you have gone there? Like, you were pretty quick with 15. Did you think you were going high on 15?
Yeah, I thought I was pretty high.
Because when Tom told me
75 million.
When TC told me $75 million, it blew me out of my seat for what, like not even an afternoon.
Well, that was the part of playing, like in like him being involved, and the backlash.
It's not a lot of work though.
Like the backlash he got, obviously, for partnering with the Saudis, and he knows that his people know.
I got the clip.
And,
Tom Brady here. I'm very excited to unretire and come back and play in another incredible flag football game in Riyadh, March 21st, 2026 for Riyadh season. I'm here with my partner and friend, His Excellency,
We are very happy to have you on Riyadh.
Yes, I'm very happy. And then Tom's like, "Yep, what he said. Give me that 75.
Yeah.
Give me that sweet 75 mil. This is my new best friend, this little guy right here."
And then I just love when we actually,
my God.
you know, because we all throw out hypothetical situations all the time. Like, what would you do? Would you hammer mouth a dude for,
I'd stand with a guy in a turban for $75 million. That all I gotta do is stand and be like, "This is my new best friend."
Well,
Turkai.
everybody would.
Hey,
You
this
also have
is
to play.
Turkai.
You also have to play flag football with Logan Paul.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I don't
that's-
want to be around.
That's
that.
the real cost.
That's harder than standing next to the turban
You're
guy.
right.
Sure.
And pretend like it's some sort of beef because that's what they were doing too.
That
like,
it matters. At
Oh,
all.
he's
Yeah.
Logan's still doing it.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
doubling
yeah,
down.
yeah.
And
Well,
talking
he's
about,
radio. Like Tom Brady after he's like he did hard work. He's a sports guy.
Yeah.
'Cause
you know,
he's like,
I'm radio, and you know what I've realized over the break? I hate radio.
well,
Hate
it's
it.
cheesy, and you see.
God.
But and then I started. I was like, how much did they have to pay or offer? Now, who knows if they actually had to pay because it never was, and it didn't end up. So some sort of thing happened. But all the other players, like we're not talking about like random second stringers. Like these guys are stars of the
They're the
NFL,
best of the best.
Like and you know their agents start hearing what Tom Brady's being paid. Like they have to get paid millions. So like. The Saudis must have put hundreds of millions into this, right? And
Where
then
were they getting money from?
it's unlimited. And then you start thinking, you're like, oh my God, this is what happens when there's like a portion of the world that has unlimited money underneath them, and now here's the thing, it will run out. Like it's a resource that there is an end to it, but these people's lives, like maybe even their sons' lives, like the oil, maybe 5 generations before it runs out or whatever.
I like that you left daughters out of there. No, it's culturally, it's correct.
But they have unlimited money, and it's fascinating to me to see what a country with unlimited money will do for promotion. You pay Tom Brady $75 million to play a flag football game. That's an insane amount of money.
The only other thing I can find for you as a detail that would make you upset is that the lowest level late ads that they brought in, because not everybody wanted to do it, and because of the change, and yes, it is kind of connect. You're going to lose people and gain people. The late ads still got, and this isn't confirmed, but this is what they're saying, at least $100,000, and you got first like class accommodations to and from. Like you get to go there. You get paid $100,000. They put you up and they fly you back, like literally in a Saudi pod on the best airline. No, you know what I mean? Like you get treated like a king.
You know what it's like? It's like, you know how Tony Rage tells us that like if you hire him to shoot your kid's birthday party, he'll charge $100, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't know his prices. I'm just using nice round numbers. If you hire him to shoot a birthday party, he's gonna charge you $100. If you hire him to shoot a wedding, he's gonna charge you $10,000.
Yes,
because that's what's expected. And so now, like in Riyadh, they know after that comedy festival debacle, after this, it's like, what would you charge? $15 million for that, Brady? Ask him 75.
Yeah. They'll pay it because they have no limit.
Yeah.
They have unlimited.
It's like it's a perpetual
weird.
wedding.
Yeah. And they're not getting back hundreds of millions of dollars worth of marketing for this, but it doesn't even matter.
Well, because they don't need to get back the money. They're making more money. It's, like you said, it's underneath them.
Yeah, which is a weird thing that we're not used to seeing, where you're just like, oh, they'll waste an unlimited amount, and we'll see what people's morals are worth. Or whatever, or like backlash they would get.
I do think they enjoy that.
It's like 75
I think there's
million.
a part of that they enjoy. They enjoy putting
it's
the $100 million out there. Bill Burr takes it, and they're like, "I tested you, and you took it."
It's an indecent proposal.
Yeah, it
How
is.
much money? Because we all have a price for if this guy
For
came
me
in
to go on podcast in Saudi.
No.
What's my price?
How much for the guy to sleep with your wife?
Who? Takai, my new best friend.
Takai, yeah.
Was it one night?
One night, yeah.
Is it just?
And it has to be advertised.
Can he do
to the-
anything he wants?
Yes, and it's on the internet.
Oh, oh my God! I don't
Yeah.
think I could do it then if it's on the internet.
There's an amount.
I don't know. I don't want people to. It would
There's
probably
a-
tear my marriage apart.
There's an amount.
I can't say that guy actually dated my wife before we got married.
I'm just saying, there's an amount, and when it gets real, and we found out.
We have to discuss it with my wife.
That's the real crux. Is like, what's her price?
Well, Tom
Exactly,
Brady's
yeah.
amount was $75 million to
Yeah.
do this, and
somebody-
we see it. I like that.
Somebody in the chat room, Dion's Bathtub, says, I wish Tom would have negotiated to not include Logan Paul. What the F was he doing there? like it or not, Logan
marketing.
Paul is one of the biggest and most seen humans on the planet. It would be up to you
And
to
we
truly
need to bring the
avoid-
young guys.
Well, you
Yeah.
also would need to avoid him at all costs. That's how these guys are getting paid, right? Like, what's that guy's name? Kai Cenat, I think.
Yes.
He's literally hasn't done a video in the last 6 months, but the way the algorithm works,
Yeah.
people are still going to his stuff. So he's getting paid $500,000 a month just to exist. You guys need to stop looking at that content.
No, but we're talking about the 20-year-olds, the teens. That's what the NFL wants.
Who they're trying to draw into
Yes.
this flag football game,
Yeah.
like young dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because our generation, like flag football is not interesting to me at all. Like watching this game is not like seeing Tom Brady throw a pass again that's interesting, but the clip, watching a whole
It
game
wasn't anything special.
I'll
There's
never-
no stakes.
And it's like I want to see people tackle and hit and then not just grab at each other's wieners. That's what it is.
It is.
And they pull
It's
down.
a sea grabbing sport. I mean, if you play flag football, I'm going to tell you something. I'm sorry to say this, but you're nothing but a glorified sea grabber. If you play flag football, it's all you're doing. In fact,
grabbing at dangling
Yeah.
flags near
you're a
dudes'
sea
waists.
grabber. 1 out of every 3 flags you grab a wiener.
They pulled down Joe Burrow's pants.
Exactly, because it's sea grabbers, man. That's a bunch of sea grabbers.
Which is crazy that they even let him play, or he even took the chance.
Oh,
'cause
he's as out of the league as but that guy.
No, you start
he's-
Bengals.
He's a mess.
He was trying to juke. I'm like, you're gonna blow your ACL,
He's a
Burrow.
mess.
You're crazy for doing this. Like, unless you got that 75 Tom Brady
What if
money.
we did a Tom and Dad charity sea grabbing contest where we just call flag football what it really is?
It's not entertaining. It is stupid.
Now, would
I
this,
don't like to wear a little. You have to wear a skirt. You're wearing a little skirt and running around.
Yeah.
would this game have been
Do I
interesting
sound like a dumb old man?
if they take like the whole, let's say $90 million, they paid everybody on the field to play.
Yeah.
If they make it a $90 million purse and the winning team takes $90 million,
What, they got to wear a purse?
then there's some stakes to it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Dan, that's a great grandpa joke, dude.
Let me put my cane in the shot.
But anyway, so they did that, and I guess we're gonna see flag football in the Olympics in 2028.
But nobody cares.
And
We
I don't
care
think-
less about flag football than we did breakdancing. People
Well-
cared about breakdancing in the Olympics.
Unless we just dominate it, and then we'll love it.
We liked it when it was the dream team and we played the regular rules basketball.
Exactly.
And we thought,
Yeah, but basketball's a real sport. Flag football is
Yes.
not a real sport.
Yeah.
when this was announced, we thought it was going to be a dream team scenario where we were going to see NFL players play this in the Olympics.
It's a
And
dumbed down version of football.
No, yeah,
Turns out they suck at flag football.
Yes, they do. They're not even set up for it. Their body type is wrong.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they did this partially is like we need to show the world why the NFL stars are not playing this because they can't.
That's a good point.
You know, so there's a little bit of that too. I don't know
Well,
why
their
this-
hands aren't made for needlepoint
No.
either, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's
So-
a daintier game. The reason flag football was
Yeah.
invented
No one's gonna
is,
care.
I think that flag football only exists, and this is my personal belief, and I'm sorry if I'm making flag football people mad, but flag football and football, in my mind, was only invented so we could play football in school without hurting each other.
Exactly.
That's the only reason we have it.
And it's fine. There's a place for it. It's just not going
School.
to be as popular. And maybe the younger generation, this is what this is. Like, we're the old men, and the people in their teens and 20s, when they see this, they're going to, like, and maybe when they, 20 years from now,
Oh, flag football's where it's at, man.
like,
Can't see anybody.
they a lot of people say the NFL is, like, degrading towards a flag football type of, you know, they don't want their star players hurt. It's too violent of a sport. Like, you know, we've seen the difference between the 90s and what it is today.
How
Like,
much audience would they if we had a genie and we rubbed the lamp and he popped out and I said, "Hey genie, make the NFL flag football and don't tell anybody." How much viewership would they lose? All of it.
Yeah, now, but if slowly over 25 years, we'll be dead.
I'll be looking for flags. I see one flag
My
on one
son-
receiver. Oh, I see
My
a-
son, yeah, you'll be the old man in the senior living home screaming that this is flags are for
Yeah, it works too well, right? Flag football, it works too well. You can diss it
Like,
so easily.
This is how it happens. There's like, you know, we won't stand for it, but yet we will die out, and the younger generation, and I think that's what the NFL is looking at.
Can you make an argument that it's a more exciting game?
There's more points scored, I guess. You know, I don't know for me, but again, we're already too old for it. We're already too used to regular football.
Mouth football.
This is for the teens. Anyway.
But look, like kind of in the 80s, like boxing kind of evolved into like a more civilized version of boxing, and then UCF came out of that. So like, will
UFC.
will this evolve into like a more civilized football, and then some sort of murderous version of
Murder Ball. I've been waiting for Murder Ball. You know how many, as a gamer,
Yes.
because I'm back into video games now, do you know how many, like, movies in the 70s, we were promised a video game, in the 70s and early 80s, we were promised a video game or movie or some sort of game where grown men played to the death called Murder Ball.
Yes.
And there's no such thing as it now, and I want my goddamn Murder Ball. It's time. It's Armageddon. There's wars everywhere. I want Murder Ball.
I remember when the internet came out, right? And we all do. And we thought that was going to lead to Murder Ball.
yes.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, yes, now we're going to get to see people fight to the death.
Tom and Dan t-shirt, it says 2003 Murder Ball Championship.
Yeah. We were going to see people fight to the death on the internet.
Murder
because
Ball.
Now it's opened up, and now you can see anything globally, and it's going to be deep in the Amazon rainforest, and we're going to watch Murder
We
Ball.
got there. You know what killed
and
it?
then something stopped.
I was explaining this to Maisie, and the things that I explained to Maisie are in some ways, and you should yell at me for this, are worse than the things that you explain to your sons when they're trying to stay up late. But I was explaining to my daughter, and maybe I should have saved this for a BDM show, but I'll say it. I was explaining to her the concept of the YouTube sensation bum fights. And I'm sorry, okay? I'll upfront
How the
say-
hell did that come up?
I don't know, but we were talking about people fighting on the internet and watching fights, and I was explaining to her that there used to be a thing called bum fights, which is the closest we've ever gotten to Murder Ball, where we had real people fighting, and they were real. They were authentic, like homeless people that would be battling it out for a little bit of money.
Yes.
But fighting to the death exists somewhere in the world. Somebody's fighting to the death right now.
Right.
That's
It
happening
always
somewhere.
has been that way.
But with a ball and points involved. That's what I want. And
I
then,
always,
I always civilized world. There's some sort of rules, right?
No, my Murder Ball has always
No
been
eye
this.
gouging.
Okay, you could call me a crazy, super crazy or not, but my Murder Ball has always been the team that loses stands on the platform as the platform's lowered into acid.
Aztec style.
You
Sure.
lower it in
Yeah.
the platform. They're like, sorry, we lost, and the Murder Ball team is lowered into acid, and you scream. They're screaming, but it's off camera. Off camera.
It's the concept like behind Squid Games, kind of. It's like they're it's games that involve death if you lose, and but we never got it the real.
We got real close with the American Gladiator sub game where the two regular guys were on the outside with a bucket of balls, and they had to run into the middle and stuff a ball into like various little chutes while the gladiators tried to drive them into the floor.
Yes. Very similar.
That was very close to real life Murder Ball.
That would see that if we'd have continued on that
Yeah.
path, those people would have gotten injured, and they would have bandaged up their injuries and still have to perform.
A lot of dudes played hurt on American
you would have
Gladiators.
to.
Yeah,
It was
absolutely.
just like slam them harder and harder and harder, and then eventually it's like, oh, that was it.
I mean,
Every once in a while, dude would get so hurt they'd bring in another competitor. They'd be like, "This guy was waiting in the wings, and now he gets to take over for a guy whose neck we just broke."
But I think,
so good.
I think what I'm also fueling my thirst for this, right, is taking a lot of, even though I'm not a movie guy, because I was in like mass communications, I took a lot of movie classes. You have to do that. And in one of my classes, even at UCF, we covered the movie Rollerball.
Yeah.
Which is
Great film.
It is a version of like you're playing like some sort of post-apocalyptic murder sport.
Yeah.
And I have always thought that eventually we would, like, I look around the world right now, I'm like, it'd be perfect for a murder sport right now. We are ready.
And then why isn't it happening?
I don't know. People are too soft, I guess. We're getting
We
flag
like
football.
the movies.
Yeah.
So it seems like if someone is like,
Because it becomes too real, right?
maybe someone tried to do this, and like the governments are like, oh, we can't let this happen.
Well, we got close again. I want to say right before the pandemic, maybe 3 years pre-pandemic, there was a show where they had a guy standing on an edge of a building, and they had it rigged so it looked like he would fall to his, or somebody could push him. Do you remember this show?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like you could either push him to his death for $1 million or not, and then you get nothing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they
and the people thought they were killing him.
Yeah, but they would seriously trick you into thinking you had murdered somebody. You have to carry that weight, but you got the money. You know, it's like, oh, okay, we're getting closer. We're getting closer to murder.
Yeah, that's
That's
close.
pretty close.
That's a good one, right?
Yeah.
I forget who.
No one actually died,
Yeah.
but the people think they killed him.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's the closest you can get to you murdering somebody.
And you were seeing that live.
Because they made it look like the guy like fell. I think he splattered on the ground, but it was all fake.
Yeah.
I
But the
think-
people thought they killed him. They're
Yes.
like, let's see what this would look like. and how
Let's
they
see
would
if
react.
this person needs money so much they'll push this man off a building. And I was like, now we're here. This is the show I want.
Yeah, until we get real murderable, I'll take that.
All right, let's get out of
Plug
here.
some stuff.
Ross, how can people find out about the next gambling cruise?
Check out the Orlando Talk Show on any of your podcast apps, and add me, Ross McCoy, on Facebook, Instagram, LRossCram, and yeah, keep your eyes peeled.
All right.
I also thought when Running Man came out last year that we were going to get like somebody that would be like, oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Like, or Squid Game. I thought Mr. Beast, he's too soft. He can't do
No, I know.
I'll give everybody $1 million.
Right.
Get that big tooth bastard out of here.
Yeah.
Hate that guy.
Go do Beast Games on the Great Pacific Garbage Gyre where there's no rules and kill people, Mr. Beast.
I want people to see people fight to the death
Yeah.
on the plastic garbage pile in the ocean.
Where?
Let's make use of it. It's there. Let's
Wait a
use
minute,
it.
Is that the island that's made all? Makes you sad. It's
Yeah.
an island all made of discarded computer keyboard keys.
Yeah.
There's a whole island that
Yeah.
we have
It's just
wasted.
floating.
You nerds in your video games have wasted so many computer keyboards that there's an island in the South Pacific just
Yeah.
made of keys,
Yeah.
and Mr. Beast is gonna have young boys fight to the death on the island.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, nice. Those are good segments. I can tell my voice isn't ready for this. I got to pee real fast, and then I will put us over. I'll go ahead and turn us off. Guys, thanks for being here. We'll be over on the BDM show, so if you are a BDM,